Good morning, students. I am Dr. N.R. Badvi, Professor and Head, Department of Economics, Mahatma Phule Arts, Science, Commerce College, Panvel. Today, we are going to learn the isocon curve. Isocon shows the different combination of labor and capital which give the same level of output. The isocon curve is similar to the indifference curve. Indifference curve, which is introduced by Professor J.R. Hicks and Professor R.G.D. Allen, who explain the consumer behavior with the help of indifference curve technique. There, the consumers are getting the maximum satisfaction with the help of two goods X and Y. Now, under the production function, the concept is different. That is isocon curve. The isocon is indicate the both combination, that is labor and capital, which give the equal production or output to the producer. This is the main definition of the isocon curve. Now there are various properties of isocon curve. Before that, the isocon curve can be explained with the help of diagram. This is diagrammatic presentation of the isocon curve. Here isocon curve slope down from left to right. Okay, on OX axis the labor is measured on OX axis, whereas capital is measured on OY axis, and this is curve which is isocon curve, which is downward from left to right. The isocon curve slope down from left to right because as producer increase the quantity of labor, he reduce the quantity of capital. When quantity of capital is reduced from 30 to 20, the isocon curve slope from that side to this side. Okay, means here we can say when producer reduce the quantity of capital from 30 to 20, then the isocon curve shift toward this. Further, when capital reduce from 20 units to 10 units, the isocon curve further increase to the OX axis, means the labor quantity is increasing. Mean we can say is that there is this is the A point and this is the B point. Okay, it means that when producer are moved from A to B combination, he reduce the quantity of capital and increase the quantity of labor there. Okay, labor there. So this is the output produced with the help of the two combinations, two factors of production such as labor and capital. Then next, the properties of isocon curve. There are various properties of isocon curve, such as the isocon curve slope down from left to right. The isocon curve slope down from left to right. The main reason for that is when producer increase in the quantity of labor, he reduce in the quantity of capital, and therefore the isocon curve is slope down from left to right. See here in this diagram, same diagram is there, but this is the downward sloping of the isocon curve. Means as the capital is reduction, there is increase in the quantity of, means here in case of the isocon curve analysis, the producer cannot increase the quantity of both commodity. The producer cannot increase the quantity of both commodity. If he increase the quantity of both commodity, then there will be no same production. Okay, but for the same production, he should when he increases the quantity of labor, he reduce in the quantity of capital, and therefore the isocon curve slope down from left from. There may be various slope of the isocon curve. There is upward slope from left to right, horizontal to the x-axis, vertical to the y-axis, etc. Slope may be there, but this is not happen under the isocon curve analysis. So first property of the isocon curve is the isocon curve slope down from left to right. Then second property of the isocon curve is the isocon curve is convex to the origin. Okay, see here, isocon curve is convex to the origin. We can write here convex to the origin. The second property of the isocon curve is that the isocon curve can convex to the origin. The convexity of the isocon curve is related to the marginal rate of technical substitution. Marginal rate of technical substitution. The convexity of the isocon curve is related to the marginal rate of technical substitution. The marginal rate of technical substitution is always diminishing, and therefore the isocon curve is convex to the origin. If the MRTS is increasing, the isocon curve will be concave to the origin. If the MRTS is remain constant, the isocon curve will be straight line. But MRTS is neither increasing nor remain constant, it is always diminishing, and hence the isocon curve is slope downward from left to right. So this is future property of the isocon curve. Then third property of the isocon curve is that the higher isocon curve represent the higher level of output. The isocon curve which are far from the original point represent the higher level of output than to the nearer to the original point. Here there are three isocon curve. Isocon curve number 1, 2, 3. Isocon number 1 indicate 10 unit of output, isocon 2 indicate 20 unit of output, and isocon 3 indicate 30 unit of output. Means the here isocon 3 indicate 30 unit of output, means the highest unit of output, highest productivity, highest output, and it is lie on this point, means E and F. These are the combinations which lie on the IQ3 indicate the highest level of output, whereas the combination that is A and B lie on Q1 indicate lower level of output. Means the isocon curve which are far from original point are indicate the higher level of output than nearer to the original point. Okay, so this is also one of the properties of the isocon curve. Then isocon curve can never be intersect to each other. Next property of the isocon curve is that the isocon curve can never intersect to each other. See here, the two isocon curve number 1 and isocon number 2 are intersect to each other at point A. But we have to prove that the isocon cannot intersect to each other. See here, every A and C both lie on the same isocon curve. Hence, AC is equal to A is equal to C. Understand? A and C lie on the isocon curve number 1, and the all combinations which are lie on the same isocon curve represent the same level of output. Therefore, A is equal to C. Then A is equal to B. A and B both are lie on isocon curve number 2. Therefore, they are also indicating the same level of output. But B is not is equal to C. B is not is equal to C. Why not is equal to C? Because B is lie on second isocon curve, whereas C lie on first isocon curve. Means both are indicate the different level of output. Therefore, two isocon curve cannot intersect to each other. So this is also the property of the indifferent isocon curve. Okay, thank you very much.